Hi, my name is Neil. Welcome to the video for this Honda CR-V. It's a 2 litre petrol, 150 brake horsepower, VTEC, 6-speed manual, and it's the executive version. It's a 2007, just one owner, in Nighthawk Black. Done 123,900 miles with a good history, and we'll come to that a bit later on with all the documents. The executive comes with colour reversing camera and satellite navigation, cruise control, full leather interior, and lots of nice little bits of spec which make this an expensive car new. It's about 24,500, and as I say, just one owner and well looked after with a good service history. I've driven this back from Bristol on Thursday, and it drove very well indeed. Very pleasantly surprised. I've had about 4 or 5 diesels in the last year, and this has made a pleasant surprise. Being the 2 litre petrol, it's a much smoother feel to the car. You don't have that rumbly diesel up front, and of course you've got no turbo or diesel particulate filter or any of those nasty things that are generally in diesels that catch you out when they get to some sort of higher mileage these days, which we've been experiencing. So a 2 litre petrol, no turbo and all the rest of it. So as you can see, it's got original number plates front and back. Alas, the parking sensors aren't working front or rear. Probably some software or a sensor or two that might need replacing, so be warned of that. It does have the rear spoiler, which is an optional extra that was about £300, and it does have the side steps, which were an optional extra at £500. You'll see the car is basically shod with Dunlops, and most of them are about 7mm. Between 5 and 7 mil, so there's no replacement tyres required as yet. And I think the front and rear discs and pads were done within the last 10,000 miles or so, so you've got nothing to spend on the brakes. Minor marking to the car all round and the exterior, but it doesn't look too shabby, and there's no major dings or dents. It's just mainly little tiny scuffs and marks. In the boot, the rear parcel shelf is missing at the moment, and there is some marking to the plastics, which obviously it's had a dog and some use. The plastics are a little bit marked up in the back, and the seats all fold down and tilt up, and it's got privacy glass, and it's also got the twin sunroofs as well. And the locking wheel nuts and the spare tyre are all present. There's a tow bar on the back, a single electric tow bar. Rear wash wiper all works, and as I say, driven at 20 miles back from Bristol, checking everything as I went along. I can also report the air conditioning is blowing a little bit soft. It could do with some recharging, I would imagine, but winter's on its way now. In fact, have we actually had any summer? I don't think we have we? Let's go and have a look at the service history and documents. Okay, and welcome to the history and documents then for this Honda CR-V. Here's the V5 then, shows just one owner from new. Look at that, right the way from 2007. I have spoken to the previous owner, a nice gentleman, had an electrical business, and he filled me in with a few other details. Let's just run through this a second before I go to that. Honda CR-V Executive I VTEC 5-door petrol car, 192 grams per kilometre, that's £265 a year to tax this car, in the colour black. Obviously no outstanding finance, HPI or any adverse claims to report, so it's all nice and clear. Just about to take this car for an MOT in about 2 hours time, so I'll tell you a bit more about that when we go to the main section a bit later. But it was supplied by Allendale Honda, and through the book here we've got stamps from Allendale Honda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, running at 10,000, 18,500, 30,800 and 33,000 in 2011. 55,700 on 2011, 70 in mid-2012, 80,000 in 2013. And then there are a couple of holes in the book here. Under the bonnet I found 2 stickers from Haynes, which is the garage that did the last 2 service of Lopcombe Corner, and I have spoken to them. Let's go to that, these 2 last stamps. At 108,691 it had front discs and pads, battery, all done at Haynes. And at 119 on February 2015 it had oil, plugs, air filter, oil filter, and that was done. It also looks like the rear discs have been done and pads have been done recently as well. Now I've called Haynes Garage, and unfortunately they changed their system from digital at these points to paper, which were back in 2012. He does take all his vehicles there for servicing, and he's very good about servicing, and I would say that there definitely are 2 other stamps to go in there, but alas, unless they look through their paper system, they won't be able to fill me in on what's been done. So I would take it that there have been 2 other services done, so you probably are looking at a car with 9, 10, 11 services done on it. Okay, so that's the service book. There is some receipts and bills here. Hendy Group, £105 for a service there. Nothing much really, that was some time ago, I'd have thought. Other things we've got, the MOT, which had no advisories on at the last point at 2014. Actually there were some advisories, but it looks like he had them done. And there's the previous one. So this is just all MOT history. You can find this out quite happily on the DVLA Vosa website. Very simple to do these days, you just need the document reference number. So these are all MOT certificates, passes and advisories, going back to the old style ones as well. This is quite interesting. This is the original purchase receipt from Allendale Honda, and it shows that the car was £24,577, and it had running boards at £500 and a rear spoiler at £300 and an optional set of mats, and a 5-year service plan as well at £500. And that's the receipt again, totalling £24,500. So a lot of car there for the money. So the service book is there, a spare key is in there, which is a remote type, and there is another key which I'm using at the moment, and there's another service check at 10,000 miles. So as I say, MOT is just going at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and I will add that into the video a bit later. The owner's manuals, I'm afraid the Honda CRV owner's manual is missing. Unfortunately it's disappeared during the point of me collecting the vehicle, and the thing is you can easily access the PDF document on Honda's website, which is the full owner's manual, or simply buy one off of eBay, but it's not too complicated a procedure. Alright, so I think that's about it, so let's go back to the car. Okay, I haven't really had a chance to get amongst this and clean it really properly, but it's relatively clean, and it's been hoovered out. The leather seats in the rear are in pretty good order actually, so is the roof lining. It's got these twin blinds on the sunroofs, mat pockets, there's armrests as well, and both the rear doors are marked up with scratches and marks in the plastics and things, so it's be warned. It's had some use in the back. Side steps are in nice order, nice and straight, original Honda ones. A bit of wear to the armrest. That could be patched up, I should think, quite easily. Driver's seat isn't in bad condition. Steering wheel is showing some signs of wear, but not again not too bad. Heated seats work fine, I've tested those. Handbrake holds really well. Cup holders, and 6-speed box. A little bit of wear to the gate around the gear knob. Folding mirrors, they work fine. Electric mirrors all working fine. Cruise control works. Bluetooth on the radio operation, pretty easy to set up. That engine sounds spot on. No horrible knocks or rattles from that. And develops 150 brake, and it pulls well. But when you've got the doors all closed and everything, it's a different type of feel to this, to the normal diesel ones. You haven't got that low rumble of the diesel, so it is quite smooth. I would say it's significantly quieter than the diesel version, but that's just me. I'm trying to sell it, so okay. Look, again, markings to the door cards. The sat-nav works fine. It does have MP3 facility, a couple of cubby holes, etc. Unfortunately, there's no owner's manuals. They've been mislaid, not by me, but in between me picking the vehicle. The manuals are available on eBay, or you can just download it off of Honda's website. Okay, so yeah, no engine lights, no ABS lights, no horrible warning lights on the dash there. As you can see, 123922. Okay. No cam belt on these, timing chain, which is great news. And that's about it, really. I think the clutch feels great. It's not stiff, and it bites properly, just where I'd expect it to. Nice car, actually. I could keep this. I'd be happy with that for the winter. You could pop a private plate on that, take the 07 off, and you'd have a car that looks like it could well be up to 2012. And that would be a significantly big lump of money, more than what we've got this one up for. So this is a Mark III CRV at Mark II money, in the executive spec, with one owner and full service history. I'll leave you with that shot. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.